you're good enough and do whatever makes you happy. I was also kind of depressed, and psychologists, social workers started talking to me, but I didn't feel that. They didn't touch me. They didn't touch my soul. The only thing what I had was like religion. I always need to have like goals in my life, otherwise I will be lazy. And if I want something, 9 times or 10 times, it will work out. Because I really believe in what I'm doing. It sounds very simple, but you really have to lock in.
Yes, welcome to a new episode of the podcast Muscle Up. My name is Jim Pistone.
My name is Mees Jansen.
And we're now at episode 4 of season 6 in Bali. It's going pretty fast. We're in Bali for, I think, 6 more days. So far, we've had 3 guests, and we still need 6, or after this one, 5 other guests. But I think we're going to make it happen. That's good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Yeah. And we're not alone. How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks guys.
Yeah. What's your name?
My name is Jaouad.
Jaouad.
My name is Jaouad, but people they call me like JB because for the most of them it's very hard to pronounce my name, so they say JB. But my name is Jaouad.
Jaouad.
Yeah, Jaouad.
Okay. Jaouad.
Yes.
Jaouad.
Perfect.
Same like Jim. Jaouad.
Jim. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Nice. But you're doing good.
I'm good. I always say Alhamdulillah, good. I'm happy. I'm fine. I'm healthy. So I'm quite good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you say Alhamdulillah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you're a Muslim, right?
Yeah, I'm Muslim.
I really want to say Assalamu alaikum. Mm-hmm. But is it allowed if I'm not Muslim to say it?
Oh, good question. I don't know, but feel free to say it. And I always, if you say Assalamu alaikum, I say Wa alaikum salam.
Yeah, exactly. Because it means peace upon you, right?
Yeah. How do you know that?
I've got a lot of friends who are Muslim.
Oh, wow.
So, I'm surrounded by some people who are. And from that, I just know certain words, like wow. Shukran or...
Shukran. Yeah.
All right. But...
how are you doing, Jim?
A good question. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. We had a busy day today, and it's going to be a busy day after the podcast. But only nice things, so that makes the day also really nice. We started at the Run Club this morning, bed at 5:45. After that, we had a training session and made some content. We had lunch, now the podcast. Then we're going to Padel, and then some dinner. Nice.
Busy,
but wow. Nice,
yes.
Indeed.
Nice, guys.
But before we get further into it, who are you and what do you do?
My name is Jaouad. I am born and raised in Amsterdam. I'm living in Bali now, like for 1 year. And what I'm doing, like in general, like I love to work out. I love to travel, and I also started to making some content. And I did it started like a few months ago, and I really like to share people a part of my life. And this is a little bit what I'm doing.
Why or how did you start with this kind of life?
Good question. I was like around 28 or 27, and all my friends like getting settled down, they have a relationship, blah, blah, married, children. And I felt a little bit like lonely, and I was thinking, okay, what can I do? Stay stuck in Amsterdam and thinking about excuses, why I'm single and why I don't have things to do. So I decided to start traveling, and I started traveling to Curacao. I went there like for a month, and it was quite excited. But in the beginning, I was also a little bit nervous. I was thinking, what the fuck, I'm going alone to a new country without friends. And I really liked it. And after that, I decided to travel more. And it develops you as a human being. You will see like new cultures. And I'm so grateful that I have the opportunity to travel and to meet new interesting people like you guys, some other people. So that's the most reason why I did it.
And how old are you now?
Don't ask me that. I'm 34.
34.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's quite a long time since you made that step.
Yeah. And I think it's the best decision that I made in my life so far.
Yeah. Oh, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
And how do you support yourself nowadays?
Nowadays, like I worked, I'm a social worker. That's my background. So I love to help people, and I did it like for almost 10 years. And so at this moment, I don't have any income. So I'm living with my savings. But I think like, especially our generation, we're still young. I think if you want to do something outside like the bubble where we're living in the Netherlands, for example, like working 9 to 5, blah, 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 and those kind of things, you have the opportunities if you're still healthy. You know, like you never know what can happen in your life. But so I decided not to work and to develop myself as a human being, mentally, physically, and for me that's now the most important thing in my life, like physically and mentally developing and working now
More on the side.
more on the side. Yeah.
Is that when the Islamic religion came into your life because you started developing?
The good question. I think, like in my case, the religion. I grew up with the religion part, and so my parents teach me like how to be like a good human being, a good Muslim. Of course, you have to pray 5 times a day, and it's what I did. And after a while, I became like 17. I played like football, but not on a very high level. But I played on a quite okay level with friends and a football club. Around 17, 18, I became sick. I don't know how you call it in English, but I had like some stomach problems. So I was like sick for 2 years. And I was also kind of depressed. And around that time, a lot of like psychologists, social workers started talking to me. But I didn't feel that. They didn't touch me. They didn't touch my soul. The only thing what I had was like religion, and I really felt like a lot of rest and confidence, and also like the meaning why something happened to you. And since that moment, and maybe like when I became sick, I tried to take it more seriously. And now, alhamdulillah, I'm still the guy who I am now, practicing the religion.
Yeah. You said you've been a social worker, and you also said that social workers didn't touch your soul.
Yeah.
Do you believe that that's your personal experience, or that is an experience that everyone has?
At that time, when I'm thinking about like when I was 18, I was like a totally different guy. I was like looking for my identity. Who am I? What do I want to be? I was not like the best student at school. I was always like searching for happiness, but I didn't know how to move in the society. It was like you go to the kindergarten, you grow up, high school, and then you have to choose like a side. You go maybe to university, and in my case, I was a bit stuck in what I want to do, and especially when you grow up with friends and you don't talk about, especially guys. I think I don't know if it's the same with you guys, but you don't talk, especially at that age. You don't talk about feelings. You have to be like the tough guy, and blah blah. So the reason I think why they didn't touch me is because I feel like ashamed, because I want to pretend to my friends I'm a tough, cool guy. So for me, that was one of the reasons why they didn't touch me. It was more my problem, but not their problem, I think.
Okay, so you believe it could help for some people?
Yeah, I'm still using it at this time at this moment in my life. Beside religion, I still, when I feel like down or if I need some support, I'm always like having a psychologist or a therapist or maybe even a friend who I can call and I can talk about like what I feel, how I feel, and even good moments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And why did you make the decision to become a social worker yourself?
Interesting. I remember when I was at the hospital and I met an old lady, and she was like around 60 at the time, I don't know, and we started creating like kind of friendship. And the thing is with me, I'm always curious about people, like why are they doing what they're doing, and I'm always like, who are you, what are you doing? And one day she told me like, do you know what you have to do? I said, yeah, what? Tell me. She said like, maybe it's an interesting idea to do something with people because you are like empathic and you love to ask questions and do something with it. And I was thinking, okay, yeah, why not? Yeah. And after I became healthy, better, what she said, it was still in my mind. And I decided to follow it and I fell in love with it.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's a very interesting, nice story, I think, because I had a bad experience and some other people told me you have to do it. It like felt together, and that made me like the guy who I was, like working wise, like helping people with mental health problems, financial problems, relation problems, and it's like a really, really nice job. And I love what I did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good to hear.
Yeah.
So it all came together for you. Yeah.
Yeah, it came together, and sometimes things happens for a reason. You became sick, and you met someone who's also maybe sick, and she gave you like maybe a new purpose without knowing that she's giving you that, and it felt like in a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now you're not working in social work anymore, right?
No.
Did you decide to stop because you wanted to travel, or were there also other reasons why you decided to stop with it?
Like what I said, I was a little bit done with a mentality like work from 9 to 5. Especially like in the Netherlands, you know how it goes. Like when you want to catch up with your friends, you have to schedule the meetings, the appointments. It's very structured. Like Monday till Friday, everybody's like busy. Also me, and I didn't felt like I didn't enjoy what I did. Like I loved my job. I love the Netherlands. I love Amsterdam, especially in my city. I'm very happy that I grew up and had an opportunity to work there. But I felt a little bit empty, especially if you work, if you're living from weekend to weekend. Like the Monday to Friday is just working, and I felt a little bit boring. And so for me, I was like looking for a new challenge in my life, something what makes me happy. And I had some friends who did it before, but for me it was always like a big step to take the opportunity to travel. But one day I told myself, okay, you have to do it, and I did it. And look where we are now. Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
You said that you love to ask questions. So if you do have any question, you can ask.
Yeah.
But before that, I've got another question.
Mm-hmm.
You said you love your job, right?
Yeah.
So why didn't you still like the 9 to 5 mentality if you loved your job?
There is nothing wrong with it to have like I don't say like if someone wants to travel, it's not good or bad. If someone wants to work from 9 to 5, it's not.
But why didn't you like it?
Because I felt like sometimes deep inside you have a feeling you want to do something else. I don't know. It's like it's a feeling. It's a feeling, and sometimes you have to test the feeling. Like, okay, what do I want? And also what I'm doing, like talking to myself, like, okay, what makes me happy? And in my mind came like the travel thing, and I did it. And I think if I'm going back to the Netherlands, I would love to work again from 9 to 5. But I felt at that moment I had to do it.
Okay.
That's more the thing.
Yeah.
And how about you guys?
What makes us happy?
Yeah.
Same as you, I think. The helping people is the thing that makes me happy. Mostly one-on-one. Creating things in a creative way, like the podcast or content. And at this moment, being with my girlfriend. And for the rest, traveling, definitely. Experiencing or meeting new people, new places, just new things. Yeah, that makes me happy.
How about you?
I think for me, it's mostly like building things and making an impact. So not as much as helping people one-on-one, but for example, helping people with our podcast. I also have my own company next to the podcast where I make sustainable products for hospitals. So there I also help people. So not directly one-on-one, but yeah, I think building things and making an impact with that's what makes me happy.
You know, for me, like interesting is to know, how do you guys know each other?
That's a funny story.
Tell me.
Yeah. So we had a mutual friend in middle school, high school. He was first. I was in the same classroom as that friend. He was my friend.
Yeah.
And then he went to another class, and he came in the same class as Jim. So I always felt like Jim was taking this friend from me, because then he became friends with Jim. And then it was also always us three, but it was always me with that friend or Jim with that friend. And we didn't talk to each other. And it's funny because now we are, good friends, and we have the podcast, and we both don't speak the other person anymore.
Wow, interesting. like you said, like you became friends with each other, and how did it start? Like making a podcast.
Well, after a while, we grew apart also from that friend, and we all grew apart. I
But
went
what do
to
you mean? Sorry for interrupting. But what do you mean like grew apart? Like different interesting.
different interests, different friend groups, doing our own things. And then at a certain part, we both came into the lonely chapter. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the term.
No.
Like the lonely chapter is when you grow apart from your friend group because you have different interests. And in this case, it was building yourself, developing yourself. And we both came into that chapter. And at a certain point, was Corona, and we started training outside, and we saw each other again outside in the calisthenics park. Started talking, and then we became friends again. And then at a certain point, Mace had an idea to start a podcast at a euphoric moment, and I was like, "Yes, fuck it, let's do it." And one day later we started.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Beautiful. Nice.
yeah, it's a really nice, nice side story. And now we're here on Bali. So what you said, like things fall together into place. I highly believe in it. Everything will land on its feet eventually. I definitely believe in it.
But like when he said like let's start a podcast, what was your answer straight away? Let's do it, or did you have to think about it?
No, I was straight away. Let's do it.
Yeah. So we also didn't start like this with all this expensive equipment. We just bought like the cheapest microphones we could find on Amazon, and we just to try it out, try if we found it nice to do. And at first we just talked about fitness, and after like 2 or 3 episodes, we were like, we told everything we know.
Yeah.
Now we have to think of something different, and then we started inviting guests, and now we're like inviting guests and telling their story instead of like
Our
bombarding the
knowledge.
viewer with knowledge.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's how it went. I noticed some things, like you wanted to do something else than the 9 to 5, to the structure. You wanted to travel. You like to help people. You're really good in asking questions, in listening also, I think.
Thank you, by the way.
Yeah, of course. And when you were 18, you were depressed. You were trying to find yourself. Who are you? What is your identity? I think nowadays a lot of guys are struggling with this problem. I experienced it myself as well, at least in my surrounding. I'm actually quite happy with how I am right now. But I think there is a lot of work for you here, remotely as well, in this kind of field. Because we've had a lot of guests, not a lot, but we've had some guests, or met some people here who all did mental coaching, that help people with their trauma, with their identity crisis, with their mental problems from A to B, or A to Z is the term. So I think there's a lot for you to gain.
Yeah, and that's why I also start doing something on social media. I want to share my story, like who I am, and the guy who I become now, and maybe helping in the future people, like online coaching maybe.
Whatever comes on your path, right?
Yeah, I'm open to everything, but the main thing what I have in common with the guy who I am now and who I was before, I love to stay in touch with people. So I think that's the key. That's how you can describe me.
Yeah. Then I've got another question. Well, imagine if you would coach somebody, or someone would come to you with their problems, and their lifestyle absolutely don't resonate with yours. They party, they drink, they, like the hedonist lifestyle, or hedonistic lifestyle.
Yeah.
And they come to you with their problems. Won't you coach them from the Islamic religion?
No.
Can you separate it?
You have to separate, because it's my truth. I think, like, don't get me wrong. What I believe that's the absolutely truth. But if someone believes, I don't know, in trees or in someone else, you have to try to step in his shoes or her shoes to understand, like, why is she or he, why is he acting like how he's acting. And I think you have to try objective. You have to try to find, like, what does that individual makes happy. And if I talk, like, from my religion I don't know if that's the right way. For example, if you're like religious or Christian or Muslim, you have something in common, and you can talk about religion. It's okay. It's maybe a secret weapon that you can use. But if someone doesn't believe, don't bother him with your lifestyle, the way how you think about life. I think.
And that's
Yeah.
well said.
Yeah. Yeah.
You said you were living off savings right now.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can't do that forever. Do you have any goals in how you want to do that in the future?
I want to be successful in what I'm doing in social media. I want to take over. This is what I really believe what I'm doing will be a success. So for me, it started like with manifesting, believing, and of course you have to work for it. I believe like what I'm doing in social media will be like a success, and I think I can inspire people. So that's my main goal, like being success in the online thing. So of course you can't live forever with your savings, and at the same time it's good to know like one day the money will be gone or done. So it's also maybe motivating me more to be like more to succeed in what I want to do. And the thing is, I always need to have like goals in my life. Otherwise, I will be lazy. And if I want something, 9 times or 10 times, it will work out. Because I really believe in what I'm doing.
And is it belief from yourself or from Allah?
Both, because I put my trust in Allah. But at the same time, if you put your trust in Allah, you have to work for it.
Of course.
Beside me, I have an amazing family. I think they're supporting me like in everything what I'm doing. And like, you know, it's also very important to surround yourself with people who are thinking the same like how I'm thinking. They try to challenge you. They try to help you. And I think that's also very important to have like, it's in my eyes, it's like the total package. In my religion, family, friends, and of course yourself. If those kind of things are good, you will succeed. That's what I believe. And there is no doubt you will fail. And I think during the process, you probably will fail some, but you have to, every step back is like a lesson to make maybe 1 or 2 steps forward again. Yeah.
Is it a difficult thing for you to do on Bali, you think?
Of course, you have a lot of temptation. You have a lot of people who have a different mindset. That's also what I struggled with in the beginning, like hang out with people who are like very open, very, they love to party, and but at the same time, you have to lock in. And the funny thing is, no, it's not funny, but I think the interesting thing about this is I ask God, like, Allah, please surround me with people who are thinking, having the same mindset like me. And a few days later, I met such an amazing guys in Bali, and we are still friends now, and we help each other with social media, with live things, and they became like one of my best friends in Bali. And yeah, but yeah, it's true. It can be hard. I don't know how you guys looking at it.
I expected Bali from a different side as well, because I've been here for 6 months 1 year ago, and I was surrounded by students. People who went to party a lot, and back then I also wasn't really in the party scene. But yeah, that's how I saw Bali, and now I am here for 2.5 weeks now, and already on the first day there were these 2 guys, and they had a successful business, and they were making content, and I was, what the hell is happening? I'm in such a different bubble, and now the temptation isn't big. The temptation is big to make something out of yourself, because everyone is. Yeah. So I definitely understand, because there's a lot of temptation of quick buying food somewhere. You can always buy something nice, fill your dopamine system with anything. But like you said, as long as you surround yourself with the right people, those temptations won't lead you, I think.
Oh, nice. Because like I also a question, like temptation of success. Like how can you describe in your eyes success? What is success for you?
Good question as well. Well, if we describe the term success here on Bali, I think success is being successful financially. So that means a lot of money. You can sustain yourself. You can live in Bali and have no worries about money.
Yeah.
But my personal view of success is when you've got a goal in life that you can pursue. You've got a good circle around you where you can build on, and where there is trust. you're able to help people and be driven for a future. That's what success is in my eyes. And trying to develop yourself in all ways.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
And how about you? Like, you also felt like when you came to Bali, temptation, and also the second question is, what is success in your eyes?
It's my first time in Bali, so we're here now for 2.5 weeks, as Jim said, and as he said, immediately when we got here, we were in this like bubble with entrepreneurs, influencers, and I think it only motivated me to like work harder. So no, I don't really feel the temptation. Of course, it's easy to like order junk food or go partying, but I think because we surround ourselves with the right people, the temptation is not that high. And also a lot of food here is also very healthy, and everything has got protein, and the gyms are nice, and there are a lot of like-minded people here. I think that makes it easier. And to get to your question about what is success for me, I think it's a little bit of the same as I said with what makes me happy. It's to make an impact and help people with that, but also surround yourself with nice people and having something to having a goal to persuade. I think
like what you guys said, like having impact on people is the same like what I have. I have an impact on people, like in a positive way. So all the three of us, we like kind of social workers, I think.
I'm actually a social worker.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I work in psychiatry. And,
oh, really?
In jeugdzorg, I'm not sure what the English term is.
Oh, heavy.
Oh, yeah. It's okay.
But I mean, like in groups, you mean, or?
No, I do like ambulant work. It's like I go to the people's houses, and dependent on their needs, I support them. Mostly, it is practical things because that's what I like the most, to really do something with the client. And I also work as an entrepreneur in the youth social work.
Oh, cool.
Where I can guide clients myself without a boss above me, of course the government who hires me, but and I can really do it my way.
And for you, like you asked me why I started doing this, and what was for you the main reason to work with people?
I've always been an extrovert, and I've always loved to meet new people, to communicate, to talk, being social. And when I was younger, I came a lot in elementary homes because of my great-great-grandmother or the brother of my grandma or my grandma eventually. And I've always said, I want to do this. I like this, It's really relaxed, and I can talk with people because older people are really nice. And from there, and I just didn't think further. I just was like, okay, then you finish school, then you go to this school, then you go to this school. The road was already there. And I didn't think further, and I started doing, it's called MBO 4 in Dutch. You know what it means. Social work. I finished it, and I worked with youth, asylum seekers, elderly people. Then I started doing social work with a bachelor.
Half-jaar?
Half-jaar, indeed.
Nice, the same like me.
Yeah. But I also, I only finished the first year. Get my propedeuse, first year degree or something. And then I went to Bali for 6 months. And then I didn't finish school anymore. But what I found out is that I really love to help people. And I think a good conversation always solves already half the problem. And within this road of education, but also developing myself socially, I came to realize that good conversation has such a big impact, and I was like, I want to do this. This is what gives me a really good feeling, and also I can help people with it. It's so nice.
Oh, wow.
So that's how it,
Oh, beautiful. And about you? What do you work or?
I work as a consultant. I give advice on safety in like the oil and gas industry, something very different. I do that part-time next to my own company and the podcast. But I studied industrial engineering and management. But previously I was like very materialistic and focused on money, and I want to be a millionaire. But that has turned around very much because now I have my own company and I'm more focused on the helping people part than the making money. And the same with the podcast. We just started doing it because we like to do it, and now we like get DMs from people who like the podcast and who say thank you for this amazing podcast, and that's just great to read.
Very interesting because you said like you were like dedicated to making a lot of money, but what did change about you? What is the thing? How it changed your mindset about it?
I'm not sure actually. Good question. I think it's mostly just developing myself. It's also a thing with growing up, I think. And I also like experiencing what impact you can have on other people. Like I think I haven't experienced that before I had the podcast. Mm-hmm. So experiencing like the positive impact you can have on people, getting the positive feedback from people, I think just that feeling also like made me think about it.
And how do you keep the balance between your part-time job and the podcasting? How do you manage that for you? So I think this is a question for you both guys. How do you manage that?
I don't.
You don't?
No. I work 3 days a week for the consultancy company. And then
also in Bali, you mean like remotely?
No.
Okay.
We're only here for a month, so okay. I took a month off.
Yeah.
They're quite flexible, so that's nice. And with my own company and the podcast, I'm really flexible with both. So just plan around each other, but mainly focused on working. So I don't really take much time off, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, I think I keep the balance quite good. I also work 3 days a week in psychiatry, and because it's like I go to the people's house, I can schedule all my appointments, and I know which one takes long and which one doesn't. So sometimes I'm finished earlier, sometimes not. And for the rest, I've got 2 days free for the podcast and the entrepreneur work, which doesn't take a lot of time. So I think it's very easy, manageable, but I just need to schedule everything so good. And that is a weak point of mine, so I really have to take care of it. But now actually I'm going to make a switch in my life because I'm going to move to Berlin. And I'm going to stop with the social work in psychiatry. I'm not sure how it's going to go with the entrepreneur work in youth work. Podcast is going to keep on going. I'm not sure how I will manage. I'll see.
Wow. Interesting. So you moved to Berlin. Like, what is the reason to?
Girlfriend.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Love. Beautiful.
Love is the.
How long do you have a relationship now?
Today it's the 7th? No, 4th.
4th.
I think now 3.5 months.
Oh wow.
And we've been dating for 7 or 8 months already. But quite impulsive decision after 3.5 months.
But love is beautiful, so go for it, bro. I think it's an amazing step. Is he German?
Yeah, no, nice. Of course. That's actually why I went to Bali the first time for another girl, but it's it's just the second time I'm really in love. And moving to Bali the first time was the best decision I've made in my life, except for going to the gym. But I'm sure this will work out because now I have like this push. I push myself over the edge, dive into the deep where I have to do something to sustain myself because my savings account is okay, but not that okay. And especially in Europe, it costs a lot more money. Now I can really follow my dreams how I would like with social media, with the helping people part without a boss above me. Exactly like you said, like not the structure part, but doing it whenever you want,
Exactly.
Not the 9-to-5 mentality and living on the weekends. So now I have to do it, and I think that's fucking great, and that motivates me so much, especially after Bali.
Wow, big step. And you live in Amsterdam?
Alkmaar.
Alkmaar, that's far away from Amsterdam. And how do you guys stay in touch? Of course, online, but I think you will still make the podcast in the future together.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
And how do you guys manage that?
You would have to travel.
Yeah, I'm going back to Alkmaar once a month, also for my family. So yeah, we have to schedule even better. And for the rest, maybe we find some interesting guests in Berlin as well. Train tickets are not that expensive.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, the podcast is right now the top priority. That's the only thing where I'm doubting a little, like, oh, that could hold me back in Alkmaar. The rest is okay. That's no problem for me. I can always find a job in social work. But I just get so much energy out of the podcast, and I make an impact, and I create something. All the things that I defined what success is for me, and I have that. So I don't want to let it go.
Beautiful.
So yeah, we'll definitely make it work. Just a little bit more of a challenge, let's say.
I believe in you guys, so I think it will be a success together. Absolutely.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I want to go back a little bit to your story, where like the turning part was where you turned your life around. Because you already said you were in hospitals.
Yeah.
Was that because of the accident?
I have two sad thing is I have two parts in my life. I have how do you say that, like stomach problems when I was 18, and so I become better, and I was like going to the gym. I felt like I was the guy. I was thinking I was the guy. And in 2020, I had like a very heavy bike accident in Ardennes in Belgium. And so I had like some surgery, and also like how do you say that, hersenschudding? Concussion, exactly. Concussion. So I had to recover from like for 2 years. So I was also depressed again.
Oh wow!
Anxious, panic attacks, and it followed me like for 2-3 years. I became a bit chubby again. So I had to start all over again. It was like a hard time, but and that time I was still traveling, so I still went to countries to travel, but I didn't take care of my body, didn't take care of my mental health. And I don't know if you ask me this, like, what was the turning point? Probably I was with my family in Morocco, like in Nador, the village where my parents come from. And my brother was like filming me, like recording me in a video, me without a shirt. I was looking at myself, I was thinking, what the fuck are you doing, bro? You are like getting fat again. And so I promised myself when I go back to the Netherlands, I will be like in the best shape ever. And it happened. I was like in the best shape ever. I looked very lean, very fit, and I was mentally fit again. And the most best part of everything is like the panic attacks and anxious and the depression went away.
So the biggest motivation for you was your body, how you look like.
I would say yes, but if I'm really thinking about it, no. Because I think the reason why I did it is because I want to feel good again, like mentally. And for me, like working out is not only going to the gym. It can so be, for example, going for a walk. Or, I don't know, take the elevator instead of taking the trap. The stair instead of the elevator. For me, I wanted to feel good. That was the main reason. Because like if you're staying at home and don't work out, the biggest enemy is you can think very negative about yourself, about everything, about like you become like very negative. And I wanted to step out. And of course I wanted to look better, but I didn't have the goal to get like an amazing physique. It just happened during the process. So of course now if you ask me, of course I want to keep this. It makes me more confident, and I think it shows also kind of respect what you have for yourself. I think there's a lot of good things.
If you wouldn't have the gym or the sport that you have now, if you wouldn't be able to do it, do you think you will feel good mentally?
In this time when we're living in 2025, it's everything about looks. I think it will be hard for me because I take care of my body. I think I love to take care of myself. I think it will make me a little bit insecure, but at the same time, it will be hard. Yeah.
So it still has an impact on you today.
Yeah, because we all want to look good. That's I don't know if it's a good thing, but if you look at my past, it brings me a lot of good things. So yeah,
I think it goes further than that. Actually, I think it's not only about looking good; it's also about getting accepted, getting validation. Because in the end, we're all social animals. We want to be a part of something, and taking care of yourself helps with that. So, yeah.
And you have to be careful, like, don't be too narcissistic. That can be also something like, and that's why I was thinking, okay, how should I answer this? Like, it's a very thin line, like taking care of yourself, but at the same time, love yourself a bit too much.
How do you keep that in balance?
Maybe I don't look like that, but I'm very down to earth. I'm very open-minded, and this is how I keep it. Like, this is how of course, like, I love to challenge myself in everything what I'm doing, but if I want to skip the gym today, it's okay. It's okay. But always when I feel like shit, it's always what I'm doing. I always look at a picture, how it looked before. And when I see the pictures in the past, like from 10 years ago or maybe 5 years ago, I would say, no, it's okay to skip today the gym, for example. And also another thing what I'm doing is, like, when I'm waking up in the morning and after taking a shower, blah, blah, the normal basic things, I always give myself 3 compliments, because I think it helps a lot to start the day with being nice to yourself, especially in this time where we're living in social media pressure. Like, also going back to the basic, embrace yourself like who you are, and I think that's how I keep it in balance. Try to be nice to yourself.
Yeah. I think you already quite answered the question, but how do you handle setbacks right now?
Now, the thing is, like what I said, I'm also I'm down to earth. My friends are also very down to earth, and you will not expect that, I think, in Bali. But I'm very lucky with the people who I am, and we ground each other. So we always, like, when we are with each other, we are, like, very down to earth, and I think that's the key in my case. And if there's something what I, like, struggle with, I'm also lucky to have my family, So for me, I'm a very lucky guy. And for some people it can be hard, especially when it's when you feel like maybe down, or maybe it's harder for you to make friends. I can understand it will be a struggle, but if I talk from my experience, I'm grounded with good people around me.
Yeah.
You said you had to recover for 2 years from your concussion.
Yeah.
Do you think the not taking care of your body had an impact on your recovery?
100%. 100%. Because like, having a concussion and feeling mentally down, eating unhealthy, it's like it goes together. It make it stronger. And I think living healthy, take a walk in the nature, or start working out, it will take you out the negative spiral, as I think. So it starts, I think, like almost everything in what happened to you in your life, you always have to think, okay, what can I do? Some people, they don't have that opportunity, but if you, like, healthy, or you have the mindset to think, you have always to start on the basic. Okay, what can I do with this? And the funny thing is, I had a kind of appointment, like the psychologist. There was like a waiting list for 8 weeks, and I was thinking, shit, I have to talk with someone. And during the time, I was thinking, okay, what can I do to start already to get out of the situation? So I started, like, doing mindfulness, I will start like walking in the nature. I will start like listening to podcasts. And if you ask me what kind of podcast, I don't even remember what the name of. No, but I just typed in in Dutch like mental health, and then I picked up one and I walked and I was listening to it, especially during that time. And when the treatment started after 8 weeks, I was already maybe 50% better than before the treatment. So yeah.
If there would be a person who is depressed or feeling sad or not in the right place, what are 5 things that this person could do to better their lives?
Oh, very.
According
I think
to you, your truth.
like if I take it like with my experience, you try to talk with someone. You know, the step number 1, talk with someone. And I think it's okay to feel bad. It's okay to feel depressed because you're a human being. Nobody's always happy. Try to find things, even if it are like small things. Try to find things what makes you happy. It can be like reading a book. It can be like walking with a dog. But try to talk with someone. Find something what makes you happy, and maybe not 5 things, but I can mention 3 things. And I think the third thing is what I want to say, like they are not alone. Don't think you're alone, even if they don't believe it, but the message is you are not alone. And happily, we're living in the Netherlands. There are like enough opportunities to help people who are like struggling mentally.
I find it interesting you said like that you were looking for things to like get out of the situation and make the situation better, such as mindfulness, meditating, things like that. Because I feel like a lot of people who are in such a bad situation are like, meh, it's okay. I'm comfortable in this pain, and they are not actively looking at getting out of this. Why would you say? Were you so active at looking things to get out of that situation?
Yeah, but I think it's also hard to find like a solution for what happens to you, because when I was 18, I was also not open to getting some help. It's like life experience, bad experience, good experience, and so like I learned a lot of the age when I was 18. So I already had like a history. So in my case, it was easier to take the step and go talk with someone. Imagine if you are 18, 20, 16, I don't know, and you're struggling with your health. You're also scared of the opinion of other people. So I think also like social media, what we're living in, I think we have to talk more about. We have to invite the people like it's okay if you feel bad. We can help you. It's okay if you wanna talk with someone. There's too much pressure on being like successful and having a lot of friends, going out, party, drugs, but nobody talks about like how can I help you with mental health struggles or something like where a lot of people are struggling with. And I think we have to give those kind of things more attention instead of like what I said, the temptation parts. Like what I see sometimes on social media. Don't get me wrong, you can do whatever you want to do, but there's also a problem with the society where we're living in, I think.
Yeah, we've also talked about it in the last podcast, because I feel like more people in this bubble have the same mindset about the society.
Yeah.
But what I also think is that nowadays we are too sweet to everyone, and sometimes life sucks, but get a helmet. You know what I mean?
But it depends also like how the social emotional skills is of that person. If someone is mentally broken or mentally searching for answers, it's hard. It's really hard.
Definitely hard. Definitely. But I feel like that. I think it's a very difficult topic because I don't want to go too deep into this subject because we already did the last 3 podcasts, but it's about masculinity. And I think the masculine trait is being strong, talk about your emotions, and talk about it with other people, search help, but do something about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
And now it's like, oh no, it's okay to be weak. It's okay to be, and it's okay, but
Exactly.
please
Yeah.
do something with it, because I think it now
Don't
this is
keep
like,
them small.
exactly.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of symptoombestrijding in Dutch.
Yeah.
It's a lot of treating the symptoms and not the core of the problem. And I think that is what the problem is in our society.
Yeah, exactly. Because like if you have something, look at me. I had two options: staying at home or doing something. I choose for the second one.
Exactly.
And look who I am now. And I have so many people who had the same situations like what I had. And the main thing in common what we had, we did something about it. For the one, it takes like maybe 1 week. The other person has to fight for 1 year. But the key is like always, if there's an opportunity to talk with someone or to do something about it, you have to do it. And that's what I think.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Yeah.
I think now we have to talk a lot more about the definition of masculinity, and that talking about your emotions is okay, but search help and do something about it.
If, for example, if he said like, listen, I'm struggling, I don't feel good today, and I'm very sad, what would you do?
I would definitely talk with him. Yeah, of course. Because that's how you, in my eyes, solve the problem. If someone is feeling sad, well, I think actually, it's a manly thing to, if someone is feeling bad, okay, why are you feeling bad and how can we solve this? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But first see the problem, acknowledge the problem. Oh, that's indeed bad. Well, I feel bad for you indeed. Have you tried this and this? Or can I help you with this and this? That's what I would do, I would say.
Yeah.
Because I think that the empathic side is really helping, but also the not giving advice, but asking the right questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But sometimes also like just being present.
Yeah,
Just
I
be
think
there.
that helps a lot. And
Yeah.
if the person already feels the space to say, hey, I don't feel really good right now, or there's something going on, I think you're already halfway there.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
I think there's also a difference between like me coming up to you and saying like, hey, I'm not feeling good right now. Can you help me? Versus like that I'm all the time saying, I'm not feeling good, and like moaning at it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah.
And as you said, I think the asking the right questions is maybe even more important than solving the problem, because then I have the autonomy to think about an answer of these questions and formulate the solutions for myself. And I think that has more impact than if you lay the solution in front of someone.
Yeah. What I always also sometimes do, like even if it's my client or my friends, just be there for them.
Exactly.
You don't have to say anything.
Right now we're talking a lot about norms and our values and what we believe in as a person. I think it all has to do with trying to figure out who you are and what you stand for. Would you be able to say that you know who you are and what you stand for? Do you think you're there?
Oh, no, I'm not there. I know who I am, what I stand for. And this one maybe goes very deep for you guys, but I live for the life I hereafter. So for me, this life where I'm living now is like one big test. And the main goal is like to go to heaven, like the Akhirah, that's how we call it. And so that's for me the main goal, but I'm not there yet. So it doesn't mean like I don't have to be happy in this life and to be succeed and to have like goals. No, absolutely not. Don't get me wrong. It's okay. It's very good. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not there yet. You're always developing, always 24/7. Like now, when I'm with you guys, I'm developing. You give me like new sides, how I think about things, and the energy, the way you guys talk. So I think nobody's there. You're always developing.
And maybe it's a bit of a harsh question, but what do you think is the point of this life if you're living for the life hereafter?
The point is, for me, it's very easy. It's a test. That's the point. You go to school, you have a test, you will get a bachelor diploma or not. So it's a test. You can go left or right. I hope I'll go right to heaven, and left is the hell. So that's the big test. How do I treat you? How do I treat the neighbors? How do I treat the animals, the flowers, the tree? It sounds maybe a little bit but this is what I truly believe. Why are we doing what we're doing? What is the meaning of life? So, and I'm always like asking questions. Always. Why should I be polite to someone? And I think for one reason, to go for the life hereafter.
We talked about the identity crisis when you're younger, and we also talked about how you view yourself now and that you know who you are, and you've got a vision of where you want to go. What did you do to come there? How did you deal with this identity crisis back then?
Poof. When I was young, I was like a totally different guy than who I am now. I was like hanging with friends, staying at home, like playing games. I was a typical guy who didn't know how to make friends, how to work out, how to eat healthy. And your question was, how did I get out of there?
How did you get to know yourself? How do you know who you are? Because it is an identity crisis.
Yeah.
Everyone has this. And you came to a point where you know who you are and what you stand for.
Like what I said, I'm lucky with especially my dad. Like he was always supporting me. I remember he came to me and he tried to talk with me and he tried to stand next to me. And there was like a moment, maybe I think I was with some friends and I also the thing is I was always like sitting at home, especially during the winter time. It can be like you wake up in the dark and you go and it's like around 5 p.m. dark again. So it can be, there's no daylight. One day I wanted to go to the center, like to shop with friends, and I was at home and I was so lazy lying in my bed. I was thinking, okay, I want to go shopping, and I went to the shopping mall in the Dam, and everything was closed. I was thinking, the fuck, what I'm doing wrong, and I decided to to wake up the next morning a bit earlier. So I woke up like around 10. I went like around 11 to the shopping mall, and like a new world was open. Oh wow! Like it's also a different life, and I liked it. I liked it, and I saw like good-looking people. Nice people with good energy, and I was like getting more addicted to taking care of myself. So it happened like very slowly. So you make some step forward and some step back, and you grow up out of some people. And when you look back behind, you say, okay, we are not at the same page anymore. And sparring with my father, like he gave me like very good advices, and it is maybe it was like a process of 5-6 years, 18, maybe something like that. And you also have to look back down, analyzing, move forward, take the good things, leave the bad things behind, and it will not happen in one day. Yeah. And talking, like back again with the psychologist, but also what I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think this life is about being happy?
No, I think being peaceful. I think happiness.
Define peaceful.
Being happy, being content also with bad moments. That's for me peaceful. If you're happy, you have a standing. You have to be happy. Happy is not. It's not the. It's nobody is 24/7 happy.
Of course not.
I think being peaceful with good moments, but also like with the bad moments, and that's why I'm peaceful, because I'm also peaceful with a guy who I was before, and I step out of it and look at me now. Alhamdulillah, I'm so happy with my life. Yeah.
Nice. How are you looking to your future relationship-wise?
I want to have a family, children. Traveling together, I think. Yeah.
I see you smiling. Talking about
because I think I'm ready for something. Like now I had like everything in my life: good things, bad things, traveling, worked hard, make money, no money. So I passed like every stage of my life, and I think having someone who can do it with you, sharing,
Beautiful.
like for example, like you going to Berlin, someone is waiting for you. I think it's beautiful. I think love is beautiful. So I'm ready for something like that.
Don't you think it's really hard in this environment?
It's the same like with work. I think it's also about manifesting, believing, giving the right energy to people, and the right one will come. That's what I believe. And maybe not now, maybe tomorrow, maybe next week, maybe in 2 years. But I'm not in a rush. I'm not in a hurry. I think if it happens, it will happen, and I believe it will happen. Yeah, but
Nicely said.
if it's hard, maybe. Why do you think it's hard? By the way.
Because of the temptation and the bubble here. Because let's
Yeah.
not generalize, but I feel like a part of Bali is a sort of a fuckfest, to just call it that. And a lot of people are here for the temptation, which is very easy here. And
Yeah.
I mean, they do their thing, it's okay. But I think if you want to find a high value woman here, of course it's possible, but there are chances, high or low, you
Yeah.
know? And I think it's a little bit harder here. But on the other side, since you're probably looking for an Islamic wife, I think it's the chances are bigger, but she will be Indonesian.
Yeah. She has to be religious.
Of course,
And
I understand it.
are you guys, by the way, religious or not? Did I ask you that?
No, you didn't ask me, but
no.
I'm not.
No?
I'm still on my journey, let's say.
Like journey in, what do you mean? Like
Spiritually.
Okay. And how about you?
I'm not religious, but I'm also not like denying that there's anything more.
Yeah. So you have the feeling like maybe there's more than this
Yes,
planet Earth.
but I'm not convinced yet.
Yeah. Yeah. So you are searching, exploring.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could say that. Yeah,
Interesting. Yeah. But you're right. The chance will be big. You don't because Canggu, Bali, Pereranan, what we're living in, it's one big temptation place. But you have to lock in. And it sounds very simple, but you really have to lock in. Otherwise, you will not maybe find the right one. And protect your energy. Who deserves my energy? And
True,
it's
definitely.
hard. It's very hard. Don't get me wrong. It's hard. You have so many good-looking people here, but you have to protect your energy and give the energy to the right one. Yeah, law of attraction, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I think now, I'm not sure how far we are, but I think now would be a perfect time to go to the finish. Or am I then moving too fast?
I wanted to ask some more questions about your religion, because have you always been Muslim?
Yeah. Born and raised, grow up with it. I did always the Ramadan. I was like when I was young, like we say in Dutch, like met de paplepel.
Ingegoten.
Yeah, ingegoten
Ja,
inderdaad,
ja,
yeah.
ja.
And so when I was young, like everything, like every step I did was like religion-wise. And but I was always a guy who asked questions, like why should I do that? Why? And the answers I get were like beautiful. Yeah. But my parents are like very free. If they are open, you can discuss with them about if you have like. I think you have to be critical in everything, like religion-wise, business-wise, friendship-wise. But I had always like the possibility to ask them the questions and why should I doing the Ramadan? Why should I pray 5 times a day? Why should I not steal? Maybe stupid questions, but
No.
as a child, you have to challenge the child to think, why are you doing what you're doing? Why do you believe in those kind of things? And so, yeah, that's what happened in my case. Because I know also some other people, like religious or not, they're doing something because someone told them they have to do. Yeah.
And what role did your religion play in your journey, in ending up in a hospital and changing your life?
For me, the most important is like it gave me rest. It gave me acceptance. Like I accept at this moment I am sick because Allah loves me. He wants to challenge me how I come out of this. And I think someone who doesn't believe it, he will think, oh yeah, bullshit. That's what I really, truly, truly believe. And I also like listen a lot to Quran, read a lot of hadith about people who are getting sick, and people who are struggling. And for me, it was like beautiful. It gave me so much rest, and yeah. And but the religion-wise was also like a process. In the beginning, I was thinking, yeah, fuck everything, but at the end, I'm lucky I have always the basics. So if I'm mad, sad, if like there's no family, no therapist or no friends, I still have my religion. And for me, that's the most, it gives me a lot of happiness, peace.
Please. You already felt my question.
Yeah. But happiness at the same time, because when I talk about it, I get happy.
I know,
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice question.
Nice. Is it difficult to follow your religion here on Bali? Like to pray, to eat right?
I think Bali is the perfect place to do whatever you want to do. Like if you want to go to the gym twice a day, 3 times a day, it's possible. If you want to go pray 5 times a day in a mosque, the mindset in Bali, there's place for everybody. I think it's harder in the Netherlands. For example, if I work if I had before also an office job, for me it was like every time very awkward to say, guys, sorry, I have to pray. But over here, they don't care. It's so free, and for me, this is the definition of freedom. You can do whatever you want to do. And in the Netherlands, it's a bit like harder, and people have an opinion about each other, and So for me, it's not harder. Of course, now I'm in a podcast, and I just have to pray. But I think it's much easier here in Bali than in Amsterdam. But I think at the same time, of course, you have more temptation in Bali. That's true. But there are still opportunities to pray, a lot. For example, you guys, good-looking guys, if you want to go to the gym, you have like every 5-10 minutes you have a gym, a very healthy restaurant. So for everybody, it's a thing. Yeah.
Do you go to the mosque here?
Yeah, I just went to the mosque before. I had today is like the Friday prayer, the Jumu'ah. I think it's for me it's the most important moment. If there's a possibility to go, you have to go. And Manon asked me if I could come like earlier or around. No, I said like 1:30 right today. I have the podcast. I said I will come, but I forgot like today I have to pray. So I told her like maybe I will be like a few minutes later, because Friday is for me like what people have like on Sunday on the church is what I have with the mosque on Friday. Yeah, and then you have like an imam. He will give like a khutbah, like he will tell some verse about the Islam, and people listen. And after that, you go pray 2 rakats, like 2, and then it's done.
Is it English?
No, this guy. Interesting. This guy, the imam, is talking Indonesian, but at the end. He's giving like dua. How can I explain what dua means? Like asking God for things. He does do in Arabic, but the talking is in Indonesian. And the interesting part about the mosque where I'm going, you have so many nationalities. You have Dutch people, people from Australia, people from Turkey, Germany. It's the perfect mix how it should be. And I think it's maybe time for him to talk in English, maybe the imam. So maybe it's time to develop another language. But yeah, it's in Indonesian.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe you have to come one day with me to the mosque.
I actually wanted to ask you.
Yeah. The funny thing is, I have a Dutch friend. He came today, Tommy. He came today with me to the mosque. So it's funny because I wanted to go to the gym this morning. But this guy, Dutch guy, he came and we started talking like for hours. And another guy, Amy, an Australian guy, he came and joined us. And I don't know and we started talking about religion. And Amir, my Australian friend, he's a Muslim, he said like to Tommy, come today with us to the mosque. And Tommy said, okay, why not? Let's go. And he went to the mosque, and it was a very nice, and he never prayed. He has like Muslim friends, but I think he doesn't have the knowledge like what we have. And he went to the mosque, and he said like it was a very nice experience. So yeah, guys, you're more than welcome.
When are you going again?
Next week, Friday.
Then we're gone.
Yeah.
Then we're gone.
Inshallah. Oh no, you're gone? Oh.
Then we're back home in the Netherlands.
Oh yeah. Really?
Yeah.
That quick? Wow. Jammer.
Short time.
Yeah. Maybe like today is Friday. we can go Sunday just for a tour. I can show you how it looks. But the thing is, you will not see people. I think the Friday prayer is
It's the most
special.
That sucks, man. I want to have the full experience.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Maybe if I go back to the Netherlands, you never know.
Yeah. We'll keep in touch. You'd
Yeah.
love
Yeah.
to stay in touch, right?
Yeah,
That's
definitely,
perfect.
definitely. Yeah.
Because as you said, you experienced your religion like from a very young age.
Yeah.
As you said in Dutch, with the paplepel ingegoten.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you also get to experience other religions?
Yeah, I have some. When I was young, you mean, or now?
In your life, because was it an active decision to
Like
follow this religion?
Like when I was young, when you are like 8 till 15, you don't talk about it with friends. It's because you're young and have like a very diverse friendship. So it was like white and then religious, non-religious, Moroccan friends. But it started when I went to the university. And it was for me like the first moment that we really talked about religion. I did some research about it because we have a lot of things in common with the Islam, and also in Bali I have some Australian friends. They are like Christian, and we have like a very interesting conversation about it. And the interesting part about if you talk with them about religion, you have a lot of things in common.
That's
a lot
true.
of things. So yeah. But when I was young, I was never thinking about it. No. Yeah. I didn't even know why I prayed when I was like 8. I just did it to make my dad happy, but I never understand the reason behind it. And the funny thing, my dad never gave me pressure or something like that, but I just did it for him. But you don't have to do it for him. You have to do it for the Creator, Allah, in this bigger picture. Yeah.
There are obviously a lot of different religions like Christianity, Hinduism. Is there like a main reason you're Muslim instead of any other religion?
Yeah, the main reason, it's the absolutely truth. That's what I believe.
Yeah.
Islam is the only religion that never changed. You know, for me, that says a lot. And if you go like very deep on it, like that's maybe it's a bit too deep. But for me, you know, like meditation, praying 5 times a day, and if you see like what happened in this world, you can see it back in the hadiths, in the Quran. So everything what happened in this world has its answer on the books. And if you ask me like what kind of questions, I can give you like 1 to 3 answers on it. But I remember when I was young, when I felt like, for example, sick, I'm going back to the subject again, I got my answers from the book. So for me, it's the absolutely truth. That's what I 100% for sure believe. Yeah.
Could you give us an example of like an answer you found in the book?
Yeah, like what I said in the beginning, one of the answers, like Allah will not give you more than what you can take. So I was sick, and I was thinking, oh shit, the world will be like everybody is against me and blah blah. But when you read that, like those words, Allah will not give you more than what you can take. You will understand it later, because when you get over it again and you be healthy again or back to the normal things, you will appreciate life more. And I also believe like when things happens to you, it's for a reason. Maybe he's protecting you for something, and that's one of those things what I take out of it. And it gave me also a lot of rest and acceptation and confidence and trusting the process too. So even during the moment that I was sick, I really trusted the process. And I didn't have the answer when the process will be ended, but I was thinking, okay, let's go for it. I will fight for it. Yeah, so that's the answer on your question, I think. And while I'm saying this to you guys, how does it sound to you?
I think even if you don't like believe it as the absolute truth, just the words, like what you said, Allah does not give you more than you deserve.
Yeah.
Can take.
Yeah.
Than you can take. Sorry. Just those words can really improve your mindset on how you feel about a certain situation. Because if you're sick and you're only thinking, "Oh, why me? Why am I sick? Why does this happen to me? I can't do anything about it." I think you go in it very differently than when you just accept the fact that you're sick and you're thinking, oh, this is just a test. Allah is testing me.
Yeah.
And I come out of it stronger.
Yeah. Exactly. And that's what happened. I came out very strong. I'm like, maybe not physically, but mentally, I'm now in the best shape. I'm very mentally. I'm very like stable at this moment now. Yeah.
I have another question, because in a previous episode we talked about God, and our guest said that he doesn't view God as like how he is pictured, like a man above in the clouds, like a person, but like more like an energy. And I wanted to ask you, how do you view Allah? What?
It's not a he, it's not a she. I can't imagine how he looks. I think, Allah Alam, I don't know for sure. I think it's we can describe how he looks. It's not allowed. And how I can define the energy. Like when I put my head down on the ground, it's like you're submissive to the one who created you. It's like a feeling, what you have. And I can describe it with words if someone doesn't feel the same like what I feel. It's impossible to describe. But the feeling what I have at the moment when I'm kneeling down and I'm like submissive to the one who created everything, that feeling is amazing. Amazing. But it makes you also at the same time humble. You know? Because life is temporary and we don't understand that. And at the moment when you're praying, you're realizing, okay, yeah, this is deep. So yeah.
Beautifully said.
Thank you. Yeah.
Do you have any more questions? Otherwise, I would like to go to the finisher.
I'm excited for the finisher, man. I feel like you can, really say something nice. So it's your job to ask the question.
Do you have any final advice you would give to the listener?
Yeah, you're good enough and do whatever makes you happy. And it doesn't matter what. And if you want to travel, go travel. If you want to be a football player, be that. But find something what makes you happy.
But life isn't about being happy.
Being peaceful. Beautiful. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. Thank you for being on our podcast. Where can people find you?
By the way, thank you guys for the invite. It was like very nice to talk.
You're welcome.
Very deep.
Yeah.
Deep, jeetje. Had ik niet verwacht hoor. I didn't expect it very deep. But they can find me on Instagram. Can I say my Instagram?
Yeah, of course.
My Instagram is Jaouad.b.
We put it in the description as well for people who don't know how to spell it.
So yeah, I have a very hard name. So yeah, follow me.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's it, only Instagram? I think in a minute, you will also have a website, right?
Yeah, probably now. I don't know when. Now? Elisa now.
What is the name of the website of JB?
JB. Jaouad. Jaouad.com, right? .nl.
The real one.
Oh, heb je het gezien, de website? Supermooi. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I want to. Okay, so yeah, no, I was. We were doing. What is it? Okay, you search, I talk. Yeah. So I was also. They're also partly making the website for me. I love to do it myself as well because it's creative. I like it. Yeah. And then they were working on your website, bro, and I saw your pictures.
Yeah, crazy.
I was like, holy fuck, I want that.
Bro, she showed me that yesterday. The picture. I was like, what the?
But who made them?
I have like she will meet him like in now. Whoa, it's already 3. He's waiting probably. We have a meeting, right? My camera guy, the team where I work with.
Bro, with the green and the dark elements in your outfit, it was so perfectly aligned on the whole website. I was like, oh, I want.
She did it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no, it's sick.
Jaouad. Okay, you can describe it in the description.
We'll put it in the description.
Perfect. Right, thank you very much, man.
Really, thank you guys. It was a big honor for me to sit next to you.
then I would say stay inspired.
Here we go again.
Stay inspired, motivated, and focus on your goals. Thanks for listening to Muscle Up, and see you in the next episode.
Salute.